Definitely, definitely. So you mentioned you have your background in healthcare and biology and such. How did that make you? Did you enjoy or not enjoy, but was it better that you had that understanding of what was going on, or how did that affect the diagnosis?
Yeah, if all of us can have the benefit of not needing any of this stuff. You don't need to know any of this stuff. You do have to listen to your oncologist who's gone to however many years of undergraduate, plus 4 years of medical school, plus 4 years of residency or 7, and is an expert in this field. Oncologists follow science. So everything I can do is more or less just catching up to where the oncologists are and becoming a pseudo expert in that time. So you don't need to do any of that. But what it really helped me to get comfortable with is when people would give well-meaning advice. Eat this food. Talk to this doctor who is promising 100% cure rates. Try this alternative therapy. Or even things that are sensible, but far too early for me. Like they just can't possibly save me. Things that are like treatments that are exciting in a mouse, but are, from my training, I know, are 12 years probably minimum out from being able to treat anyone, has no bearing on my cancer. Like those things I can set aside. I don't have to worry about those things. I don't have to be distracted by those things. There's only so much time and so much energy a cancer patient has. There are decisions we must make. There are things that require our focus. There are things that only a father or a mother can do with their kids, or a husband or wife can do with their spouse, that if you're not spending the time doing those things because you're tracking down whether or not you need to eat so many lemons in a day, or have some treatment that was based on peach pits that was disproven in the 1980s, but people still believe, but you have to pay $50,000 for and go to Mexico because you can't get it in the US or something like that. I mean, those things exist. We exist now in a sea of misinformation and disinformation and frauds. And that is something that I am incredibly thankful that I do have my training to help kind of screen through that stuff. Makes it easier.
Yeah, definitely. I can definitely understand that. So going back to the book, you have a few, I want to speak on the style a little bit about on your book. So you have a few different threads going on through there. You have the narrative of, your actual diagnosis. You seem to be speaking directly to your descendants, to your children in some of the book, but you also have these inspirations, is what you call them. I see them as life lessons because they're excellent. I mean, just quite amazing. But where did you come up with these inspirations, and who do you hope to inspire?
So who do I hope to inspire? First and foremost, my kids. These are the things that the sayings, the ways of thinking about the world that make life easier. They help us to avoid hard times. They help us to endure hard times. So at least for me, even simple things like get some sleep. If things seem really bad, just get some sleep. It won't be all better in the morning, but it will be better. That's something that if you don't have that little tool in your toolkit, then life at 3 a.m. can get pretty miserable. Or something as, I hope, profound as, it's nice to be smart. It's nice to look beautiful. It's nice to be really healthy. But none of that matters if you aren't kind. Kindness is truly the only thing that matters. You don't have that in your toolkit, then you start to just worry about what other people think about you a bit too much.
Yeah, I agree. Yet one of them, which I believe is in the beginning of the book, you talk about noticing your good luck just as much as your bad luck. And that was something that I was like, I probably don't do this enough, but it's profound because it makes the bad luck seem just the same as the good luck. It's just part of life. It's just something that you're going to have to deal with. It's just, the life that we live. And it was excellent. And I appreciate you so much for writing the book in general.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that idea of noticing your good luck. We haven't talked about it, but one of the, I mean, among the many lucky things that happened from cancer was the fact that it was diagnosed in the first place. I had no symptoms. I wasn't looking to have the diagnosis. Normally, the diagnosis is found when you have a gastric gastroendoscopy. You have a tube down your throat. I had that a month before I got a CT scan, but I had a gastric bypass 10 years ago. So there was nothing to see. They weren't looking in the part of my stomach that had cancer. It was bypassed in the first place. Gastric cancer is usually quite, so if I hadn't tried to donate a kidney, never would have been spotted, or at least it wouldn't have been spotted until I was, it would have been lethal. There's just no two ways about that. That's good luck. When you see that good luck and you go, wow, that really was lucky. Not, wow, I was so smart or I was so good, pat myself on the head because I tried to donate a kidney. Like, as long as you don't take upon yourself all good luck is because I'm so great. But wow, that was good luck. Then when something bad happens, you don't beat yourself up about it. You don't get so mad at the world for just dumping on you, because the world is going to dump on you sometimes. But if you saw the good luck, you're like, well, you know what? That was pretty lucky. If I'm right about it, yeah, okay, it came up tails this time, the coin did, but it came up heads 5 times before that.